glycogen storage. Or insulin also can act on the muscle cells. Same. Next is paracrine pathway, or also known as tissue hormones. The target cells are in the immediate vicinity, meaning beside of the glandular cell that produces it. Since we're done with GI or hormones, also as insulin. GI hormones such as what? Gastrin, right, will act on the parietal cell. That is one example. While autocrine signal substances also pass effect back to the cell that synthesizes them. Example, tumor cells. So that's why how tumors grow rapidly or more, because it has its own effect on its own cells. Okay. So the hormones circulate in the blood at very low concentration. But this changes periodically because hormones can be secreted circadian rhythm. So the values changes periodically in rhythms that depends on the time of the day or months or even years on a physiological cycle. It is an activator of gluconeogenesis such as insulin. Example of insulin, right? Whenever after a meal, it will be secreted. Or example, cortisol. It is mainly released in the morning, like released at 6 a.m. Peaking. Peak time is 9 a.m. and it will decline during in the afternoon or night time. That's what we call circadian rhythm. What is the action of cortisol? So it helps whenever there is low level of glucose in the blood or there is stress. So cortisol will release during this time aside from glucagon. So it will help the liver glycogen. When we say glycogen, this is a storage form of glucose or carbohydrate. So why is that so? How it does? So cortisol, whenever it's a.m. in the morning, right? We eat breakfast, right? So when we eat breakfast, of course, we store the the food that we eat, example the glycogen. And then at the PM or in between meals, right? So we are like not eating at all, as glycogen store will be utilized, and then glucagon, cortisol will be stimulated to break down this glycogen so that in between meals you will have continuous supply of glucose for energy requirements in the body. Is there any question? Your mic is open. Okay. While pulsatile or episodic manners, so hormones are released into the blood in spasmodic and irregular manners. Example is luteinizing hormone or